Okay, folks, I just wrapped up the Microsoft Excel video in terms of how to take a .txt document such as this and turn it into Microsoft Excel. I don't even think I saved it. Nope, I didn't save it. Okay. But if you watch the video, you'll see exactly what I did to generate the data that populated in there. So I just went ahead and downloaded OpenOffice. This will be my second time open this thing up. Anyway, what this video is about taking data, and we're talking about if you're looking to take the data that you gather from the Gather Groups tab, the Add Groups to a List tab, or the Get Group Member Data tab, okay? Because what do all three of those actual tabs have in common? Well, if you open the actual folder up that has your software in it, this is what you'll see, and you'll see a folder called FB Groups Poster folders. So as you open this up, you see 4 different folders. One of them is dealing with photos and images, as if you want to have random images and be able to spin your photos and things like that. That's where you would place those. So, however, the other 3 folders are applicable to the tabs that you see. So the Gather Groups folder, applicable to the Gather Groups tab. Add Groups to a List is applicable to the Save List of Groups added to a list. And then the Get Group Member Data is applicable to this folder right here. Okay. So in my previous example, when I was doing the previous video for the Excel spreadsheet, I basically went into the group members data, and I went here and I grabbed this .txt document and I placed it here on the desktop, so it's very easy for me to access it. So basically, in a nutshell, we want to take this data here and we want to basically put it into a spreadsheet so it looks nice and pretty so we can sort it and things like that. So anyway, what I'm going to do here, I went ahead and downloaded this I just typed in Google OpenOffice, and then this was the first thing after the advertisements at the top of the actual search engine, because you get your paid advertising up there. So this is the first option. You type in OpenOffice within the search engine listings for Google. This is what came up. I downloaded it, and it took the whole process took less than 5 minutes. So this option here is free if you don't have Microsoft Office. All right. This is actually Microsoft Office 2003, I think, either 2003 or 2007. I'm thinking 2003. I could be wrong. But I have an old version of it. Now it doesn't come standard. You have to pay for it. So a lot of people just don't have Microsoft Office. So this is another option for you. OpenOffice works just as good, if not better, than Microsoft Office. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this thing up and let's get this started. So I open this up, and this is exactly what you see. See these options here? What we want to do is create a spreadsheet. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that, and that opens up a spreadsheet, and that window disappears. So one more time, what I want to do is I want to take this information here and I want to put it on this spreadsheet. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to where it says File, and then where it says Open. You see this folder says Open. So this window pops open, and what we want to do, we want to come down here where this drop down says All Files. We want to change that to Text CSV. Let me see here, make sure I didn't pass. There we go. Text CSV. That's what we want to select. We want that to be populated right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to search on our computer. As you see, I'm on my desktop and the document's on the desktop. So we want to make sure desktop is chosen, which it is. And then we want to scroll down and find that. So one more time, let me do it again, just in case you didn't catch it. File, Open. We're going to change this to text CSV is there. I'm going to come find that document. Bam, right there. So now that we have this open, like I said, folks, this is my second time open Office up. I just downloaded it prior to just making this video. So when you open it up, you want to make sure that you have the comma. You want to make sure it says separated by, and you want to make sure that comma is checked. Okay, want to make sure that's enabled right there. It's the only one you're worried about. All right. So as you look at the different columns here, we just want to make sure that they're looking good. So everything looks good. Everything's spaced out correctly. Okay, great. All I'm going to do now is, I'm just looking at this here. I could have selected text, but it's not necessary. Standard is good, but we'll just say text just because we did that in the previous video. Let's just do all of these for text. That way there's no weird characters or anything like that in there. So all those are text, just like in our previous video for Microsoft Excel. Everything's good. Nothing weird in there. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is hit OK. And yeah, these are so many different options here. That's not even funny. Just going to hit OK. And then our information populates in here. So I'm just going to bring these together so that everything's kind of like in one window. I'm just going to make that larger. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight this. If you want to basically be able to sort, make sure all information is down here. There's a lot of information. Okay. Now you want to go ahead and sort this. You can do so. Just like in my previous video, I went ahead and created a space at the top, inserted a row. And then you can come here, name this first name, first and last name, email address, username, I'll say Facebook, username, okay. And we'll say Facebook, profile. I must be tired of something. URL. And then UID. Okay. So next thing we can do is we can just come up to the top here where you have the big letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, and just highlight these different columns here. And then come up here where it says data, filter, and you want to auto filter, great. And then you can use these drop downs here to go ahead and filter however you see fit. If you want to put them by first name or what have you, you can do that. You can adjust these however you want to adjust them. If you want to arrange them in alphabetical order, A to Z, Z to A, what have you. But I would highly advise you, if you want to go any further than what I've showed you, just go ahead and go on YouTube and pretty much type in Open Office, and you can find out anything you want to find out about how to manipulate this data if you want to do so. But this is the extent of the video. I just wanted to show you how to actually bring that data into a spreadsheet. And like I said, us being entrepreneurs, if you want to go beyond what I've showed you here and do something fancy, that's totally on you. But this is it. So you have this video, and you have those of you that have Microsoft Office, you have the other video as well. So that's it, folks. Enjoy, and email me with any questions at support@SeanWalters.com. As long as I haven't covered those questions, be more than happy to answer for you. All right? Thank you.